was Princess for a Day. Jessica, Princess for a Day. It's your stage.
Remember feeling joy. On your happiest day, who were you with? Contest chair, judges, and fellow contestants. On my happiest day, I was in hot, stuffy, 35 degrees, 9.5 million person city, eating falafel, dust, chaos, no traffic lights. Cairo, surrounded by a group of refugee children. And there was she. She looked just like the other children, but it wasn't that. It was how she looked at me. Pigtails, pink dress, green flip-flops, 2 sizes too big. Princess had the attitude of a 16-year-old influencer. Her eyes, her soul screamed at me. I deserve to be here. She looked like the rest of the refugees from the Congo, but there was this energy in her that I have never forgotten. After lunch, we were in a private park, downtown Cairo, and I feel a tiny little hand grab mine, and I looked down at tiny little Princess with huge black eyes. She looked up at me, and I looked over at what she was looking at, and she said, "Go." Go we did. I picked up Princess, and we jumped, we twirled in the refreshing, clean Nile water. Princess had discovered a sprinkler. Is there anything more refreshing than cool water on a hot, chaotic, stressful day? And then I felt people's eyes on me. And as I looked to the black, iron, cold gate, I saw the locals peering in, and I could hear their voices. Who do you think you are? You shouldn't be doing that. How dare you? The voices at the gate. I turned back to Princess and the 15 little children, and we jumped, we laughed. That day, we were not going to let the voices at the gate stop us from our sprinkler. Our sprinkler was connection, freedom, and joy. As the sun dried the joy off our skin, I held Princess in the metro on the ride home, and I wondered, how can a little refugee child breathe so deeply? I remembered to promise myself that I would feel that in my life. As I grew up and I grew back to Canada, I was traveling the country, chasing fame, fortune, and a husband. I had lost my sprinkler, and everything went terribly wrong once I made money my priority. One gray afternoon in the worst, grayest neighborhood in Toronto, I looked outside, grabbed my last donut of 6. It tasted like regret and palm oil. I had gone from inspiring children, traveling, to literally chasing men up roofs with my insurance sales pitch. Hey, buddy, if you fall from that roof, who's gonna feed your kids? Oh. And as I opened that window, I was gonna take that donut and throw it at those vultures circling my sad gray life. When I felt the rain, and it reminded me of that day with Princess. The sprinkler, I heard her voice. Go. Go I did. I went to Asia and did my own eat, pray, love, mostly eating. I studied what was interesting. I let my curiosity lead me. And after 5 years, apparently, if you do things you love enough, you become good enough to teach them to others. In May, I graduated as a Gestalt psychotherapist. And just last week, I helped train a group of scientists to help their presentation so that they got the funding to help children like Princess. And I followed and I achieved the childhood dream of every one of you. I became a clown. Making children laugh in hospitals in Barcelona became my joy. Bringing laughter and connection to other people, I realized was my sprinkler. I bet you, on your special day, on that happy day, you weren't alone. You're with someone very special. You. When you are being you, when you are chasing what makes you feel alive inside, you are so attractive, inspiring, and beautiful. I realized it's ridiculous living the only life I had, doing what other people wanted me to do, because nobody wants to marry a clown. And you, what is your sprinkler? What makes you come alive? I bet you inside of you there's a brave 2-year-old with bright eyes who knows what they want, who has great intentions, who means no harm, and who will only thrive when you start being you. You'll only be truly happy when you're serving with your gift what you love. There was a philosopher, Henry David from the States. He said, if one advances confidently in the direction of your dreams, if one starts living the life that you want, you will find success in the most uncommon hours. If Princess were here today, she would grab your hand, she would push you towards your fear, to your brightness, to your light, and she would say, go. Are you ready to jump in? Contest chair.